All right, guys, so we finished our Vegas to Reno run in the Chevy Colorado 2023. What? Wait a minute, what is this? Holy. No way. I think I know what this is. Look at the tires. They're 35s. I think. LT 315 70 R17s. This is the new Bison. Whoa, dude.
AB Bison ZR2 2023. Right there.
So this is a prototype. Obviously, it's got a lot of camouflage on it, but it's sitting taller. Definitely way taller. Whoa. It's got basically AEV style wheels. So check it out behind me. So those are production ZR2s, right? And you've seen many of them. You've seen many of them around. This is the Desert Boss. And this is, look at this tire. Look at this wheel. And now check out over here. So that's, once again, the tire is 315 70 R17. Does it have DSSV dampers? I'm sure. Let's look. Yep. Yep, take a look. So they're not painted, but definitely I can see DSSV damper mounted on the outside. This looks like a Jones bumper. Check this out. So an additional Jones bumper right here. Let's look on at the rear. Let's look underneath, just a little. Yeah, lots of clearance down here. So it still has leaves. And stay right there. I'm gonna point. So right here. That's where kind of the Jones bumper is. So cool. So now let's see. So what could it have underneath the hood? Well, previously, of course, Chevrolet had a Colorado ZR2 Bison, and this is the next generation of it. And they've kept the powertrains basically the same. And what the Bison is, in this case, actually it has higher stance, bigger tires, but before it also had additional skid plates, just a lot of heavy protection underneath. So think of the Bison as the ZR2 off-road truck with dual lockers and really, really cool suspension, taken to the next level with additional skid plates, protection. But they're doing something new here because looks like they're also putting it on bigger tires. Oh look, now we have a ZR2 coming up. Let's take a look here. I wonder, these are Goodyear Wrangler Duratracs actually, and they're snowflake rated. There's the snowflake, there's the size. And did they have to clearance it? They may have had to modify the inner fender somehow, because on the ZR2, the standard one for 2023, the 33-inch tall tire that it has is kind of, I wouldn't say near its limits on articulation, but here they may have clearanced those fenders. The back looks a little taller to me. Let's take a peek inside. So basically GM is kind of teasing us with this one. Oh, interesting. Look at the red stitching, red seats right there. You know what that reminds me of? Actually, this red stitching and the additional kind of inserts in the seats. It reminds me of the new GMC Canyon AT4X that they showed Just a little bit additional flair. Obviously, this is a prototype, so don't judge this for what it is, because it's not in its production guise. It's not in its production setting. But the fact that they added jounce bumpers, like I showed you in the rear axle, and the rear end is actually looks a little bit taller than a standard truck. I think they're expecting this truck to be able to handle some jumping. Oh, and look at the spare location. Sorry, I just noticed. That's, oh yeah, look at the bed. I'm 6'3", almost 6'3", and the bed is this tall. It looks like there's, let me look. It looks like this mount is mounted partially to the bed and also to the floor of the bed, and it's holding this tire in place. I'm guessing that they couldn't put this underneath the truck. That's why it's here. But it still has some of the, new Colorado details, design details. It's got some of these diamonds. It's got different detail here on the bed. Factory light up there on the back of the cab. Oh, let's look here. Yeah, see, here's kind of the mount. I haven't seen this mount on a GM truck, or at least a Colorado before. So it may have been kind of a new design that they came up with. Sweet. I'm really happy that the Bison is coming back, or at least they're teasing us with it. They're not telling us anything. But the big news is that the 2023 Chevy Silverado 1500 ZR2 Bison is on sale. They just announced the heavy-duty ZR2 Bison, and now the Colorado. Oh. There's Carol. She's in the black shirt. So this is, of course, at the end of the launch event for the new ZR2. And the entire GM, or majority of GM team is here that was involved with development of the truck, and also public relations teams and journalists are here. Congrats, Carol. She's retiring. She's been helping us with events through the years. I've been going to GM events for about 10 years. I've always seen Carol, so big thanks to Carol. Ooh, before we finish, look at this. Kind of an AAV style bumper here. Sweet. So that's another signature of a Bison, is stamped steel bumpers front and rear. The front is covered, the rear is a little bit visible. So there you have it. This is kind of behind the scenes look at what could be, I'm guessing it may come this year, it may not. Maybe it's a 2024 model that will be at the end of this year. We'll have to wait and see. Chevrolet hasn't announced it. But here in the flesh, you could see it right now, side by side with a production ZR2 truck that's sitting right next to it. That's very special. Thanks for joining me on this behind the scenes look, and I'll see you next time at oldtfl.com.